first things first, do not let me tell you how to do nothing.
System access granted. Welcome to New Pasadena.
How you living? Coat of paint here. Don't let me fog your brain in what you should or shouldn't do. That's not what I want to be about. Ultimately, it's time spent. Get in some raids, get some stuff going on. That's going to be your best way to, that's going to be the best way to start being your most productive, is putting the time in, like with anything. You're going to learn what guns you like, what guns you don't like, what kind of shields you're trying to run in certain situations, what kind of guns, how many guns, utilities, who you even might want to play with in certain situations. Do you want to be solo? Do you want to team up with randoms? Time spent is going to be huge, so don't let me clog your noggin. It's not what it's about. But there is a few things that you really should be concerning yourself with if you really want to start pulling off some wins, or just feeling good about the gameplay that you got. You got to level up. Number one, before anything, it took me a little bit to understand this. Level up your factions. As of right now, there's 6 factions. I haven't done the research looking up if there's going to be something different. I think there's a runner shell that goes with each faction, if I'm not mistaken. You're going to want to level these up. This is your blood, your heartbeat, your muscles. You're the brain. The rest of that is the shell. It's the body. And you level up your body, you're leveling up your gameplay, just hands down. So that's number one. And you can do this pretty simply in a solo run. You don't even have to team up. Level up those factions. It's going to increase everything. It's going to increase everything that makes the game easier for you. The second one, teaming up. If you can have some buddies, that's huge, but you don't need them, right? Because you've got multiple different styles of going in solo. You've got the Rook, which is huge, but you can just go in solo with any of the shells and get a free kit. At least in the playtest Server Slam, that was easy. I don't know how that's going to be in the true game, if they're going to make it as easy to have a free kit, sponsored kit. There's quite a few, at least from the Server Slam, faction missions and tasks that you can do fairly easy as a solo, and just take a free kit and just get to where you need to go. It'll tell you on the map where you need to go. When you're upgrading your factions, you can track items. When you bring up your map, it shows you where to go to find these items. You can get in there, grab some things, and just extract right away, nice and quick. You're not grabbing a bunch of loot, you're not kitting up, you're just grabbing items to upgrade. And then once you upgrade, then you can really go in and start kitting up. I'm excited. I'm ready to get out there. I learned from Arena Breakout Infinite that you can team up with randoms and then just go off somewhere else. And then you always know you've got these other 2 guys, or at least one other guy, that you can see on your map or you can see on your HUD. And so okay, we can stick together, but I can also branch off and I can get some of these missions done for my factions and then come back to them, or just branch off, get out. There's really a lot of great scenarios to level up your factions. Once you get those leveled up, then it's a lot easier to go solo too. And with that level up comes my number 3. Level 3, bring shields and health in. Whenever you can, solo, duo, triples. Shields are huge. Health is huge. You're going to need that regardless if you get into some PvP. Regardless. The PvP may or may not happen. Running into bots is for sure going to happen. If you're going in deep, trying to get some loot, trying to get some missions done, leveling up factions, getting into some PvP, you're going to need that. You're going to need health and shield. You could try to go in. Even the free sponsored kits have a little bit of health and shield. But if you can put a shield upgrade on your shell, as well as bringing in some recharge of the shields, you're going to be set. As long as you're getting into my number 4 here, okay? That number 4 is movement. Keep moving. I learned this in Hunt Showdown, where the movement has a little bit less variables than this game, but I think any extraction shooter, any shooter really, whether it's hardcore, arcade, movement is everything. Stay moving, engage in a fight, pull back, take some time, reposition, regroup, heal up, shield up, reload. Okay? Not only is it going to put them on edge, It's going to keep you calm, and it's going to give you new positions to peek from, where they may or may not know. The idea is if you're peeking from different angles, it's going to keep them guessing. A lot of these factors and tips, I think, come from just a broad understanding of a lot of these style of games, but I think movement, especially in this one, because of the different abilities, and you've got cloaking and you've got extra stamina or heat shields and sinks, you've got jumps and rockets, grappling hook, which we haven't really seen yet. I think movement is such a huge part of keeping yourself alive, and that even comes to like fighting slow. You get around quick, take a step back, engage, and then dip out if you have to, if you can. This I learned from Hunt Showdown 2. If you get to with your objective first, you're gonna have a much easier time fighting people off, because you know where they might be coming from, you know what they might be doing. They might be trying to do the same thing you're doing. Getting in there, getting dirty first, catch some people off guard. Movement's big. Something that might not be as talked about is going into your raid with 2 weapons, 2 guns, slot 1, slot 2. I don't think you always have to do this, but I found that it is, maybe a 50% more likely chance of me extracting alive. Whether I pick one up in the raid, I get one from a bot or a player, or I bring 2 in from the beginning, even just a cheap second sidearm can really make or break a gunfight when you, instead of reloading, you can just swap. I have a hot swap on my mouse so I can quick swap and keep firing. And I kind of learned that from Hunt Showdown as well. Your second firearm is really important. Maybe you don't have a lot in the inventory in your stash, so do some free kits and build that up. And then when you're feeling prepared and you have some extra shields and you have some upgrades that you've equipped, it's going to help you out a lot. And then you've got that extra ability to pick up different ammo. I hate saying game changer, but it can be a game changer. That's all part of playtime as well. And dying, like, you need to die. You need to be afraid so you can start to not be afraid. You know, you're going to lose weapons. You're going to lose gear. You're going to pick up some sweet stuff. Once you're played enough where you're not as afraid to die, I mean, it's always going to be there. Gear fear and the death. But I think once you get a little bit more comfortable with it, and you can bring some shields in, you could bring maybe an extra gun in or some extra equipment, it's going to help. You combine that up with movement, leveling up your factions, you're going to be set. You're going to be looking nice. You're going to be playing productive. I hope you all are excited as I am. This game is taking over my brain. It's taking over the internet like a virus. I'm over here broke as F, thinking about buying the collectible stuff. What have they done? Anyways, I hope to see you out there. I can't wait. Have a good one.